Hello, my lovely Tauruses, my bulls. How are you doing? Welcome for those of you who are new. This is your reading for the month of March. I am using the Moonology Message Deck by Yasmin Bolin. Those of you looking and how to book a personal reading with me or anything you want to know about me is all in the description box down below, including how to donate to the channel as well, because that all helps the channel to grow. So let's go, guys. Let's dive into your reading. What is the energy that you need to encompass for the March? I was going to say march to the tune of your own drum. Something like that. All right. I don't know why that came through, but that came through for somebody. Maybe March, you will be marching to the beat of your own drum. I don't know. Let's see where we want to go. I am at the time of recording this video for you guys. It is the full moon. So let's see. Okay, when you're watching this, it'll be the day after. So if there's anything you need to release, let go of, walk away from, whatever the case may be, forgive it, forget it, move on. Now's the time to do that, guys. Okay, so for my Taurus people. Okay. First card out, we have celebration, coming together with somebody, releasing blocks. I like that. And strength. Yeah, this is about taking a leap. And the reason why I say that is because there's like two cliffs here, and they're like ice cliffs. Ice cliffs, not clips. You may feel like your wings have been clipped. Okay, for some of you, not all of you. But release blocks. Okay, I feel like the reason why I say about taking a leap of faith, because the Fool card, right, they come to the edge of a cliff, and you have like an ice cliff here and an ice cliff here, and there's just space that's blocking. So some of you could live away from somebody, right? For others of you, whatever's been blocking you, you're figuring out how to remove that block. Like, okay, how do I jump from point A to point B? Maybe you just simply have to jump. Back up, run, and jump. Maybe you're blocking yourself, right? Because you get to the edge and you look down and you're like, holy shit. Fear sets in, right? But by the end of March, and we'll see, because we'll see what timing comes out in the reading, you are going for something, because you have the courage and you have the strength, and you start off the month in a place of celebrating, coming into union with somebody, taking a relationship to the next level, finding your soul partner, finding your partner in business, whatever this may be. Okay, there is a block being released at the time I'm doing this reading for you. I feel it very strongly. Okay, very strongly. All right, Spirit wants me to use this deck for you guys. Okay, I haven't used this deck in a while. All right, the Celtic Tarot deck. The Celtic Tarot deck. La 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 la. La 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 la. The Celtic Tarot deck. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. for my lovely Taurus people. Celebration, releasing blocks, strength. What is this all about? Tell us more. Tell us more. Gaining a truth. Somebody speaking their truth. Spirit speaking a truth. Ace of Pentacles. Temperance. This right here reminds me of the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, Temperance. I don't know if any the younger generation that may be watching this, younger, I don't know how much younger. It was about who was that actor that played in that movie? I could see him like right in my mind's eye, but I can't place his name. But you guys will know who I'm talking about. He buys this farm with his family. And there's like this set of bleachers. And just like one set of bleachers, maybe two, side by side, right? And he hears the message, right? He hears the message from spirit. Here's the message. Build it and they will come. Right? And he had to have patience on that journey. Right? But build it and it will come. So there's something here that you're receiving the message loud and clear. There is an opportunity that is going to cause you to release a block. Okay? The Temperance card that I love in this deck is almost like she reminds me of the Empress. Right? She reminds me of like a heavenly goddess. Like a breath of summer, a breath of fresh air. There's something around that. I feel like whatever this truth is that you're gaining is not only spiritual, but it's also going to be emotional for you. There's some type of spiritual experience you're gonna be. I mean, this could be a huge awakening. This could be like literally receiving a message from a loved one that crossed over into spirit. And it's going to leave you very emotional, but it's unblocking you at the same time to go towards a new beginning. Because look at this. Ooh, that flipped right over. Do you see in her hand right here that glow of light? Follow this spiritual message and that light will get brighter. That golden opportunity will grow. There's something here about that. See, there's reasons why Spirit has me use different cards, because I receive messages yes, thank you, Spirit. I receive messages very differently with different decks. Okay? So what else do you have for my Taurus people? What else do you have? Okay. No? Okay. Spirit said no. Alrighty. I feel like where you've been blindly wandering, right, all of a sudden you get clarity. Because I did see yeah, look at this, the World card. There's a whole new chapter beginning. A cycle is coming to a close so a new one can begin. This deck is also a very earthy deck for me. What do I mean? Like there's a lot of um, earthly plane energy to it and spiritual at the same time. By getting grounded, okay, because I just saw this, and this is what I mean by earthly, right? You're definitely, I feel like for the majority of you, are definitely receiving a spiritual message because see, from a loved one in spirit, because see how he's kind of like at a graveside and he's like halfway down into the earth. I mean, you don't get any more grounded than that, right? And then he has this spiritual message comes through. Okay, for some of you, it could be a mother, a sister, an aunt. Okay, because I get like a very feminine energy here. Okay, a very feminine energy. Somebody could also say something to you that triggers a memory from a loved one in spirit. So, what do I mean by that? Like, they'll either say something to you the same exact way somebody that crossed over into spirit would say. And it like stops you dead in your tracks. And you're like, whoa, that was really weird. I felt like that was my mom talking to me. I felt like that was my sister talking to me. I felt like, whoever, right? It's like that type of energy. Okay. But it is spirit definitely giving you breadcrumbs, but it's up to you to follow the breadcrumbs, all right, to discover the message. Nine of Cups. Some of you may be finding out about a pregnancy. Some of you, this is a wish being granted. Okay? The birth of spirit granting you a wish. But for some of you, it is you may be hearing of a pregnancy. That's not for everyone. Okay? There's definitely a cycle in your life that's coming to an end. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, and spirit is making it happen. And this is how it happens, guys. If we refuse to see something that we need to see, or we're refusing to move forward on our path, right? Or something wasn't built on a solid foundation to begin with, okay? And again, we're wearing rose-colored glasses. We're refusing to see, right? Can't find my words today, Taurus, with you guys. So you guys need to find your words. You need to use your words. If we're not willing to make the change, right? And the change is always for our highest good. Spirit comes in and causes a tower moment for us to complete a cycle because we're not completing it on our own because we're refusing to see. Okay? Or we've become too comfortable or whatever the case may be. Right? I'll clarify that, Tower. Don't you worry about it. Okay. We have the magician, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. There's something here that you... Okay, I'm getting two things here for some of you. Okay. The spiritual message that you are receiving could have something to do with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I'm getting two messages here. One message is cold as ice, right? Because she does look like Frozen, the princess in Frozen, the poor thing, everything she touched turned to ice. Okay. The other thing I'm getting here is something that has been growing. And remember how I said she looks like the Empress? Okay, this is a wish being granted from you, for you, the birth of something new, right? Would also the Queen of Crystals, right? A spiritual person, a person that is like a high priestess, an empress. Because you could, here's a good example of looking at things from two different angles, right? You could either look at this and immediately get Ice Queen. She's surrounded by ice crystals. Or you can look at this and see a queen who is surrounded by beautiful diamonds, quartz, clear quartz, and is just in that beautiful energy. I mean, look at that. Her eyes are closed and she's just breathing in all that energy. Okay. There's something here about patience, because the Temperance card is all about patience, right? Emotions, balancing emotions and fire, fire and ice, passion and emotions. There's something here about tangible. Something tangible. And this is also my left side, and you receive from the left side. Okay. So there is definitely something you are receiving here. We're going to dive deeper into it. You have all the tools you need to make this opportunity a reality. Okay. There is a wish being fulfilled here, a chance to plant a new seed, to fertilize it, watch it grow, right? Because that's what you do with a child, right? You watch it grow. You plant the seed and then you watch it grow. This person could be a spiritual guide for you. This person has a lot of wisdom, because if you look at the Hermit card in this deck, right, she's an old soul, but she's very wise. She's very wise. And she's like a spiritual guide, right? She brings the light. She's surrounded by orbs. She's surrounded by spirits. Oh, okay. There's definitely a spiritual awakening, a clarity that you're getting. You're receiving a message from a loved one in spirit. And there's no way that you're not going to hear this. Okay. And, there have been times when I've been in that, twilight sleep where you're just waking up, you're just getting ready to open your eyes. And I have heard as clear as day, like I am talking to you guys right now. messages. And I'm like, whoa, okay. No denying that one, right? It's like that kind, that's like what I'm feeling here. Okay. So let's clarify this tower. Then we'll get to the message. Um, let's clarify this tower, please. Why is the tower here? Strength, 9 of Pentacles. So this may have something to do with money, finances. Anything else on the tower? The sun. Okay. I feel like whatever this message that you get, this clarity that you get, this spiritual, and then this tower comes in. I don't know. It's either going to be a loss of money, a financial gain. It's like almost, I don't know. It's like I'm almost getting like what was that fairy tale? Was it Sleeping Beauty that was given the poison apple? Right? There's something like it's a hard pill for you to swallow. It's like it's a hard pill for you to swallow. But after this tower moment does come the sun. Right? Does come that diamond. See, I think there's more. Okay, I got it now, Spirit. There is more to this Queen of Swords than you realize. Okay? You may subconsciously think she's cold as ice, right? There's like two sides to this. And but she's a queen of diamonds, and there's something about, I've not ever noticed this in this card until now. Okay? Locust season, which locusts are the first flowers that bloom when spring is on its way. I've not ever noticed these before in this card. See them down there at the bottom? Right? Isn't it locusts are those little purple flowers? They're the first flowers to appear in spring, right? They're the purple and yellow flowers. There's something about that time that this tower takes place, okay? But here's the thing. There's so much more to her than you even realize, because she's not just the 9 of Pentacles. See the dot. I have to like really get up because I got to make sure you guys see this. Do you see that diamond around her neck? There's like so much more to her than what is realized here. I don't know. This is something like really even I'm very much connected to spirit in a lot of different ways, and people who know me know that. And this is even like I'm getting like chills, like there is no tomorrow. There's something more than what you're seeing. And this is like a huge glow up. This is like, yeah, this is like a almost like, God, you know what I'm seeing? It's like not like Avatar shows, or do you ever watch a show where it's just like a person, uh, 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 and it would be like in like a fairy tale or a mystical story or a paranormal. I don't know. It's just something like where they appear one way, right? And then all of a sudden you see they're like this spiritual being, right? Like this something from spirit, right? It's like I can't even put words into it. It's like what I'm feeling here and what I'm seeing. But there is so much more here that you're even seeing right now. Okay? So I want to know, what is this Page of Swords? What is this message? What is this truth you are gaining from spirit? Death. A sudden ending. Tell me more. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. Okay. All right. So, for some of you, not all of you, okay, are going to be losing somebody to spirit suddenly. Okay, suddenly. Could be a Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius, but I'm leaning more towards a Gemini, and I'll tell you why. Because the Geminis are polar opposite, like they have that personality, polar opposites, and that's what I said was like the Queen of Ice and the Queen of Diamonds, right? So some of you may be suddenly losing somebody to spirit. And here's the, oh my gosh, okay. Here I gotta just deliver the messages like I do. And when I get like this, okay, even when I'm doing my medium readings, okay, when I'm connecting with loved ones in spirit, there are certain messages I don't like to bring through, but I have to bring them through. Okay, that's my job. My job is to bring them through. Okay. With every curse, there is a blessing. And with every blessing, there is a curse. Okay. So, with every light, there's a dark. With every dark, there's a light. However you want to put the spin on it, I don't care. Okay. That's up to you. Okay. The loss of this person to spirit, so this is like going to sound really like weird and crazy, is like a blessing in disguise in a way. As screwed up as that's going to sound, guys. Okay. For others of you, and why do I say it's a blessing in disguise? Because, oh my God. Because it's the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So there's either major financial gain here. So you're either getting an inheritance from someone, okay? There's some type of financial gain here that gives you an opportunity to go in a whole new direction. So a cycle is definitely closing out, but there's a beautiful one beginning at the same time. It's almost like, they say the death and the rebirth, the end of something and the birth of something new. Well, it's the same thing when someone crosses over to spirit. At that very same time, there is a child being born. Okay? And that's how that birth of something new comes about. Right? With every ending, there's a new beginning. With every death, there's a birth. So there is definitely something. I'm not saying every single Taurus out there watching this video or cross watcher watching this video means that there's actually going to be a physical death. Okay? But whatever this ending is, okay, it's bringing out a whole new. It's a financial gain. It's a definitely, again, financial gain here. The sun, joy, opportunity, right? And there's a lot of pentacles in this freaking fracking reading, okay? We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles, right? And in all of this, Taurus, because even this freaking fracking sun card, right, is a buck with a pentacle tattooed on its head. So there's a lot of money, a lot of earth, a lot of pentacles. Like coming in all at once. After an ending, either losing someone over into spirit, and it's almost like for those of you who this is losing someone, for a lot of you, you've already lost someone into spirit, okay? And they're definitely going to be delivering you a message that there's no way you can deny it, okay? For others of you that are losing someone suddenly to spirit, you are going to have a spiritual experience with that person. Okay? And you're going to realize something like either it's like they're setting you free, right? Or it's like they're letting you know they're at peace, they're happy, it's very abundant on the other side, right? There's something that you're definitely getting a sign from, okay? And I've talked about this experience I had myself before on this channel. And for those of you who are new, I will share it. And for those of you who never heard it, you're going to hear it for the first time. When my dad was dying, right? My father passed when I was 28, and I took care of him while he was dying. And I said to him, if there is some way you can give me a sign of what it's like on the other side when you get there, if there truly is something there. Because at that time, I hadn't embraced my gifts again. I had actually shut them down because they were a little scary for me at a young age when I was experiencing them my whole life. But I shut them down when I was like 21. So I had said to my dad, if there is some way you can give me a sign when you get to the other side of what it's like, or you know what the experience is, anything, just anything. It was about, I want to say, 3 months after he passed, maybe. It was in this in summertime, and he had passed January 28th. So it was like a few months later. I won't ever forget it. I was driving down Main Street in Webster, Massachusetts. That's how vivid it is in my mind. And all of a sudden, I got this most loving, peaceful feeling wash over me, that, I mean, there was no pain. I mean, it was surreal. It was beautiful. It was like every care in the world was gone. It was just like something I've not ever experienced in my life. And I knew in that moment, after that had passed, that that was my dad. And that's what this experience is in this reading. It's like you are going to experience something that you can't deny. You cannot deny, but it's also moving you forward on your path. And you could get a financial increase, you could get an inheritance, you could get a life insurance policy, you could get whatever this increase in because this is increase pentacles. Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. It's all around money. Okay? It's all around money. So I don't know. I don't know. I have never been dumbfounded by a reading, and I am telling you, Taurus, this is the first time this has ever happened to me where I am dumbfounded by a reading. Why is the Hermit right in the center? Again, Spirit. It's what the Hermit is. Okay, it's so a difficult time in your life is closing out. And I don't even think you realize it's happening. I don't even think you realize it happening, because there's the blindfolds on. And in this deck, this is someone who's wandering aimlessly, carrying burdens, wandering aimlessly, blindfolded, and it's time for you to come out of this difficult period. All right, what is the advice from my Taurus people? This is heavy. This is heavy. So for those of you who are losing somebody, my heart goes out to you. I send you much love, much light. Um, but like I always tell my children, every negative there is a positive. There is a silver lining. Okay, look for the positive. Okay, look for the positive. Three of Wands, Six of Swords. You are protected, okay? And that's important for you to know, okay? You are protected. Um, your loved one that's crossed over is protected, or will be crossing over, however this plays out for you guys. Um, and you'll definitely After that, going forward, you will definitely recognize the signs. Okay, you will definitely recognize the signs. But what spirit wants you to know is you are protected. Okay, you are protected. And this is happening to give you the chance to birth something new. Oh my God. To birth something new. Okay. So, there you have it, my Taurus people. Okay. I have never been dumbfounded by a reading like this reading. It's like I have no words. I have no words. Okay. For others of you, it's a if it's not the crossing of a loved one, you're getting loud and clear messages from a loved one in spirit that there's an ending that there's no denying. Okay, and it has to do with money, a lot of money. Okay, but it's also the chance for the birth of something new. Okay, on a lighter, happier note, Taurus. Again, guys, from my heart to yours, I wish you nothing but love, light, and blessings. Take care. Bye bye.